You know what's funny about politics in Malaysia? Everyone wants to talk about reform until you ask them to reform federalism. Suddenly, it's, oh, we need to study the implications. It's complicated. Let's wait for the RCI findings. Yeah? While So is explaining to a Sabahan why their village school looks like a World War II museum, while KL kids are coding in air-conditioned labs named after Maybank. So let me say this loud and clear. For Khairi, for Rafizi, and for Said Sadiq, and all the other youth and future of Malaysia who love TED Talks and data dashboards. You don't get to be the new face of Malaysia if you keep using the old playbook. That playbook says, ignore Borneo till election season. Talk autonomy, but vote status quo. Campaign with a keris in one hand and a Petronas dividend in the other. This isn't 1985 anymore. This isn't duduk diam, ikut perintah, jangan kamu ingkar arahan saya politics. This is 2025. You've got Sabahans live streaming injustice on TikTok. Sarawakians fact-checking ministers faster than Astro Awani can edit the Chiron. The world is watching, ASEAN is watching, the UN is watching. And history's got a pen, baby, and it's ready to write who stood for justice and who was too busy Instagramming their gym gains to care. Heidi, I know you're rebranding again, this time as the wise statesman. Well, here's your first test, Tuan KJ. Stand up and say, Sabah deserves 33.33%. Not 3%, not 5%, not the do-it ihsan trash you used to push as minister. You want to lead Malaysia? Start by acknowledging the East is not your annex. Rafizi, you love charts, right? Plot this one. Sabah's contribution to GDP. Federal allocation received. Let's see how fast your algorithms start screaming colonial extraction detected. And Said Sadiq, all that muda energy and still quiet when it comes to oil royalties and Borneoization, you either fight for MA63 now or be remembered as a young man with old man courage. Let's be real. The next leaders of Malaysia won't come from the parliament benches. They'll come from movements, TikTok classrooms, orang kampung forums, Sabahans and Sarawakians who've had enough of licking crumbs off the Semenanjung banquet table. So, here's your ultimatum, dear reformists. Speak for Borneo, or be drowned by the tide of Borneo that's done waiting. Because if you don't say it, someone else will. And they'll say it better. They'll rise from Tawau, from Kuching, from Baluran, from Bau, from Sipitang. And they'll say, we're not begging anymore. We're billing you. You want to redeem your generation? Here's your speech. We, the leaders of the next Malaysia, recognize that Sabah and Sarawak are equal partners, not subordinate states. We support full implementation of MA63, including 33.33% equitable revenue sharing, full control over education, health, land, and immigration. Immediate review of Petronas agreements. A return to the original spirit of 1963, not some watered-down 1976 version signed under pressure and ignorance. Say that on record. Tweet it, pin it to your manifesto, or get out of the way. Because here's the uncomfortable truth, my dear Semenanjung Reformistas, if your movement doesn't include Borneo, it's not a Malaysian movement. It's a peninsula popularity contest dressed up as progressive reform. And if you can't champion Sabah's rights, don't expect Sabahans to champion your rise. Either we build this federation together or admit it's already falling apart in slow motion with jazz music and PR consultants. So to Hairi, Rafizi, Sadiq, and every Malayan MP looking to be the face of tomorrow, say something now. Do something bold, or risk becoming nothing at all. The empire of silence is crumbling. Borneo is awake, and we've got a long memory and a sharper tongue than you think. This is the Constantine Palawan Show.
We interrupt our program to bring you
Ramming stone to your system, my ass can about a record. Back to basic, kicking the old school. Another fat sumazaw hip-hop track, bawa kulong party rolling. Yup, I hear the sumandaks calling. Johnny Black and Atama, we get the program in stone to your system. My ass can about records can kiss them. It's my pleasure to piss them off, cause this whole industry's been infected with a bad kiss of pop. They got my elders getting ripped off. Now the tables turn. Let me show him who the mother boss, that's me. And with the hip-hop for life, since the days of wearing Nike Air Force pumps. Keep it bouncing like the lansaran and get my people wanna jump. NBC forever, past, future, and now. Haha, you can't stop us, Sumazaw.